points will the Hawkstrider drop? So we'll go Hawkstrider, then we'll go for ZG mounts, then we'll go for Karazhan mount, then we'll go for some bindings. That's usually the route that I go. Now, let's go with a Life Ward weapon and another Life Ward weapon. Oh, I got Diplomat on this guy, too. Gun upgrade from 10-man trial. It's pretty good. Go Instant Poison main hand. Deadly offhand. Then King's Drum, Wild Drum, Agility Elixir, Agility Scroll, Rune Scroll of Fortitude, Fortitude Elixir, and Blackened Dragonfin food buff. We just go for big buffs. Yeah, make everything easier. Approach stealthily. Leave those guys in the dust. Selling Fireheart. Loot, 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 loot. Okay, nothing good. That's fine. You just bring these guys into these guys. Wait, no, we can't because they're doing stupid spellcaster things. Oh my god. I wanted to AoE them all down together. Okay, that plan didn't really work very well. Not how I drew it up. Oh, you know what I could do for this room? Kill it faster is I could just like stand here, do a thrown weapon attack, thrown weapon attack, thrown weapon attack, and then I go here. And then I line of sight all the stupid casters. Oh, that's a better strategy. We're going to do that next week for sure. Santa Morel, how's it going? Good morning or afternoon. Yeah, I'm trying to not use my cooldowns on this stuff because I know I need my cooldowns for the second boss.
Target change.
No bounds. Yes, I am a god.
Little Ghostly Strike. Another Repose. Easy. Badge of Justice, Jaded Crystal Dagger. Okay. We got a weapon drop. That's good. High vendor value. That's what we're looking for. Just go past all these stupid fish. They take way too long to kill. They hurt you too much. Sunblade Keeper? Let that guy walk away. Then we engage Vixalis. Sunwell was poggers in the... Dude, we did a Sunwell GDKP last week. I just saw it in looking for group chat, and I'm like, hell yes, I'm doing that. We earned ourselves a 200 gold payout for doing the Sunwell GDKP. It wasn't really about the payout. It was about, you know, just blasting in Sunwell. So it was fun. It was fun. Are a 245 fist / dagger better than a 245 / 258 axe? I don't know. You're gonna have to what you should do, because I don't know which ones you're talking about. You know, there could be a lot. What you're gonna want to do, Mr. March and Bradley, is join the Simonized Show Discord. Go to read here first, index channel, and go to the top of the channel. There is weapon comparison charts for combat and assassination. Since you're talking about axes, you're probably talking about combat. So that takes us here. This is the shared Google Drive. Weapon comparison chart, combat. Your weapon options, you can read the instructions. And then it has all the weapons enabled right now. But you can see if I delete some of these weapons availability, then it automatically updates these are like pre-done simulations in gear that's otherwise best in slot. And you see I can put Stormpike Cleaver in. It tells you what talent spec. All those talent specs are linked over here. Wait, what the hell is wrong with this thing? It's putting to... Wow. Displaying weird. Okay, whatever. This is the weapon comparison chart. That's what you should use to answer a question like that. Whoa, we just took a lot of damage. I got disarmed? Oh my god. Healing potion? Okay. It's fine, you guys. We got Timble's focusing crystal. What did you blow all the money on? The gold I spent most recently was on my Death Knight. In GDKP, I got the Executioner's Malice necklace, and I got a mail belt, Belt of Deathly Dominion. Which is like within 20 DPS on the simulator of my best in slot belt, so I just don't give a shit. It's like, that one's good enough for me. And it was also a major upgrade over the crafted Belt of the Titans that I had, so no problem there. Our belt is basically sorted. On the Death Knight, I'm not super concerned about having every single slot be best in slot. I'm more concerned about getting upgrades that are, you know, improve my character's performance. So when I've got like a couple different belt options all within 20 DPS of Biss, I just don't care. I do not care. I'll get one of them and then consider that slot good enough. Loot, 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 loot. Don't look so smug, says Kael'thas.
But Tempest Keep was merely a
Tempest,
setback.
he said, whoa. He says
Honestly believe I would trust
getting
the
owned in
judgment
Tempest
I
Keep
have
was just
right
a setback. Crazy.
Oh, no. He was merely an instrument, a stepping stone to a much larger...
Good enough in slot. Yes, that's exactly how we operate on the Death Knight. We go for items that are good enough in slot. I like that. Okay, Swift White Hawk Strider time. Let's go. Got the cloak.
I'll turn your world upside down.
Alright, now we gotta kite these stupid bubbles away. Alright, back to the boss.
Master, grant me
Good, good. And he's dead. We've caused yet another setback for Kael'thas. As unlucky for him, you know. He keeps popping up, being like, it was just a setback, and then we set him back again. Got some Shattered Sun offensive reputation increase. Okay. How we looking? 29% believers for a 1% drop. That's kind of crazy, you guys. But I'll take it. Let's see it. Badge of Justice, Tunic of the Ranger Lord. Pattern Unyielding Girdle? I wonder how much this vendor's for, because that's exactly what I'm doing with it. Primal Nether, Scarlet Sindori Robes. Unlucky. No Swift White Hawk Strider. It's big unfortunate. We'll go Will Raptor Mount Drop. That'll be the next target. What do I have to mail? I don't have to mail anything, but I do have to vendor some stuff. Basically everything I looted. $3 gold for Pattern Unyielding Girdle. Alright. To Zul'Gurub we go. This one. Okay, okay. We've already got the Swiftness of Zanza in my inventory, so I don't have to go to the island. I can just go directly to ZG. We'll scoop up a Tiger Mount like this guy's got, and we'll get a Raptor Mount in the same run for sure. Yeah, I'm having fun with that Death Knight. I think gearing up a fresh character is always kind of fun. I am a little stressed with the Death Knight because, like, I'm not, like, super experienced with executing the Death Knight rotation, and it's way more involved than a rogue. So, like, a couple of times I've been, like, hyper-focused on my rotation, and then, like, I mess up some raid mechanic. Which is, you know, obviously not good if you are, like, trying to execute your empowered rune weapon correctly, and then you die to fire on Jaraxxus. That's not ideal. I always just write my own rotation weak auras. Yeah, what I did with the Death Knight is I made like a chart of like my rune cooldowns and how the opener's gonna go, and like the ability sequence, and then like you use a rune and then it'd show on cooldown for... Never mind. I tried to figure it out myself, and then I decided, you know what? There's too many, like, variable situations that show up that are annoying to deal with, that it's like, I just need to, like, mash buttons and cast Obliterate a lot, and I've decided it's way easier to just mash buttons and cast Obliterate as much as possible. You know what I mean? Echo's Gate, how's it going? You missed out on Swift White Hawkstrider in Magister's Terrace. And by missed out on Swift White Hawkstrider, what I mean is missed out on the chance to see it drop, which it didn't drop. But you missed out on the chance to see it drop, okay? To be clear. Well, work trip, whatever. Last couple days, let's see. Yesterday was just me being stressed out, trying to find last-minute raid spots for my Death Knight, and then eventually finding last-minute raid spots. And then, I got into a 50 out of 50 Trial of the Crusader, and I dropped like a cool 40,000, 45,000 gold, getting 2 upgrades. Got an Executioner's Malice, and then I got a Hunter Belt. I mean, the raid leader was actually surprised that I bid on this belt. They were like, whoa, like they saw me bidding against the hunter and was like, whoa, Simon, what are you bidding on this item for? And I had to explain myself. I was like, bro, the Belt of Deathly Dominion is within 20 DPS of my BIS belt. So it's good enough in slot for me. It may not be best in slot, but it's good enough in slot. Yeah, so I yoinked up that male belt with agility, intellect, kit, and armor penetration. It's pretty good. And then the Executioner's Malice is just like properly, you know, Death Knight BIS, very good. So we netted a total of about 320 DPS worth of upgrades that day, because we also got the 75th Triumph Emblem to get our 2nd tier piece, which is very good. It's Knish says, hello Simon, love your videos. Keep up the good work. Well, I'm glad you like them. And I will do my best to keep up the good work. Yeah, and like here's the great thing about getting a belt and a necklace upgrade is that now when we go to Ulduar, we no longer have to ask groups to do Iron Council or Hodir for like the neck and belt that those guys drop. It's like, yeah, we could do it and we could not, I don't care. Because like a lot of Ulduar groups are just trying to skip as many bosses as possible. And those are 2 slots where like we had a really strong or like equally good. In fact, both of those slots, it's like the thing that drops in Ulduar is like basically equally good to the thing that drops in Trial. So like those were things we would really want to do if we didn't already have the Trial of the Crusader item. Yeah, the Mimiron bracers are one like I'm not super concerned about, because like the upgrade from crafted bracers to Mimiron bracers is another one that's like it's like 25 or 30 DPS. It's like just not a big deal. We can also get the leather armbands from Anubarak, and those are basically equivalent to armbands of Bedlam. So it's another slot where there's options. What we gotta do is we gotta be sure we got a lot of gold available to dunk when something drops where like there aren't competitive second best options. You know, like when we get the weapon drops, we want a Stormpike Cleaver and a Cudgel of the Damned, or two of one of, you know, combination, 2 of either of those weapons. You know, 1 of each, 2 Remorseless or 2 Stormpike Cleavers. But like those ones are like big upgrades where the second best option is a lot worse. Alright, all the raptors dead. Cloak of Shadows off the debuff. See if we get the non-combat pet that we can sell for 500 gold. Probably not. It's kind of rare. Unlucky. Didn't get it. Now that free transfers are up, is it worth faction changing for Benediction or just ship off to Fairlina as Horde? I don't know. I don't know what situation you're in. I don't know how you value your money. I don't know what you want to do in the game. I play on Benediction, and there's a lot of groups popping up all the time, and I have fun with it, so I'm totally happy here. But really, I can't you know, tell you what's worth it for you or not. Oh, I forgot to buy more savory snow plums when I was in Dalaran. Oh my god. Oh, we're gonna mark this guy with a skull. And also we have to switch to the movement speed. There we go. And just because this guy's sometimes a little on the dangerous side, we're gonna pre-pot an indestructible potion. Nice. Didn't proc trinkets there. We don't want to proc trinkets there. We've been getting close to being able to do this guy without having to run away.
Stop casting. Stop casting.
Yeah, but today's not one of those days. We are going to have to run away when my evasion fades here. Go a little bit longer with a ghostly strike.
Stop casting.
Now we're running. I mean, wait, we were actually full health. Well, we're committed to the run now. I figured we had taken, like, a bit of damage. I actually wasn't even looking at my health. I mean, he's enraged right now. He attacks way faster. He deals more damage. And when you don't have evasion up, this threatening gaze is gonna chop you for about 10,000 damage. Unless you dodge it, which is, you know, about 50% of the time without evasion and guaranteed with evasion. But this 10,000 damage chop is not good. Yeah, I did kind of bitch out a little early, but, like, we could have fought a little more, but also, like, he's not really close to dead. Can you not shiv it with the poison? Oh, there's no shot I'm ever equipping anesthetic poison. I don't even care.
Stop casting.
I hate anesthetic poison. Some boss enrages can be removed and others cannot. And I have no idea if this is one that can be removed or cannot be removed. Alright, we can fight here.
Stop casting.
Never mind, we're gonna let this thing run its course and then fight. But he just did some bullshit. Alright, holding our ghostly strike to use it as soon as evasion fades. If that's even needed. There we go. Eventually we'll get enough gear on this character that, like, we won't have to do the runaway, but if you do the runaway, it's pretty easy. You can even do it with significantly lower gear level. You just, like, run away whenever evasion's on cooldown. Alright, easy mount here, you guys. Easy mount. Easy mount. 17, 15% believers. How many, I'll let you guys, give you guys a couple seconds to adjust your bets. And by bets, I mean predictions. This isn't gambling. 16%? Okay. Okay, gonna close it down in 5, 4, 3. Oh, we lost a lot of people there. 2, 1. Okay, and submissions. Oh, back up to 9 at the very end. Okay, okay. Raptor mount right here. Blood Drenched Grips. Okay. Primal Hakari Idol, Cossack, Loa Cloak, and these things suck. I don't loot them. And we'll get the, don't worry, we'll just get the Tiger Mount instead. Don't worry about it, you guys. Don't worry about it. We'll just easy get the Tiger Mount instead, guys. That one's cooler anyways. I'm gonna kill all these because I want to get the non-combat pet. It's been a long time since I've seen one of those drop. Come on. Unlucky. Also, I had to wait for this guy's big butt to move out of the way anyways. Mr. Bungled, what are you worried about? There's nothing to be worried about. We'll just get the Tiger Mount and it'll be good. It'll happen for sure. Edge of Madness. Rest in peace, Renataki's Charm of Trickery. One of the most cool and fun rogue trinkets ever made. Do any of your characters have Tiger? No. One of my characters has Raptor Mount. But doesn't even use it because that character also has Fiery Warhorse Mount. And I decided Fiery Warhorse is cooler. Interrupted. Now, if you wanted to make that boss even easier, or maybe you don't have Giga Gear like mine, you could switch the instant poison out for a wound poison, and then he would respawn in the second phase at half health, rather than full health. But this boss is just easy enough for my character with my gear level that I just don't even bother. Is this doable as Mutilate spec? Yup. But as it is with everything, whenever someone asks, is it doable without consumables? Is it doable with lower gear level? Is it doable with a shittier spec? Yup, but your odds of success go down. You might have to try multiple times. That's just always how it is. Literally, you just have to dodge more incoming attacks and crit more outgoing attacks. And you could do this with level 70 gear on a level 80 character. It would be possible, but your odds of success would be low. Every time you do something, you know, worse gear, worse talent spec, less consumables, not using wound poison or whatever, all you're doing, yes, it's possible. You're just reducing the odds that you're successful. Let's see it. Theckel's Grasp. Might of the Tribe. Okay, don't worry. We can still get Fiery Warhorse. Will Fiery Warhorse drop? Don't worry, we'll just go Karazhan. Go next. Okay? Yes, also if you have the Onyxia healing trinket, yeah, it does absolutely make this soloing stuff a lot easier. Fox Donut, is it relegated to meme tier status? No, there's just not, like Veranu Tree says, there's just not really a lot of opportunities to do damage with Fan of Knives in this raid tier. And like, those are weapons for doing damage with Fan of Knives to large numbers of enemies. And it's like, that situation doesn't present itself. in this raid tier, but it absolutely presents itself in Icecrown Citadel. Okay? Those are going to be, you know, you're going to have some viability, some couple of use cases for those when you're looking at Icecrown Citadel stuff. Faction champions, I usually like to use Hell Striker or Rod of the Sun King, depending on my town spec. But I don't like to use Titan Steel Spellblade. The way Faction Champions works is it reduces the physical damage dealt by Fan of Knives from the buff they have. So you still deal full damage with poisons, but the physical damage of Fan of Knives gets greatly reduced. And the thing that Titan Steel Spellblade does really well is scale the physical damage of Fan of Knives. There's a write-up about AoE, Rogue AoE, and Ulduar on the Discord. As always, go on the Simonize Show Discord, which the bot just linked in chat. Go to the Index channel, where it says read here first. Most people skip this. They think, surely I don't need to read here first. Surely my question isn't already answered in the Index channel. And then they jump down here, ask a question, get directed to the Index channel, and then get mad that someone didn't just write out the answer for them instead of them just reading. Never mind. Never mind. There's a lot of different topics, but here's everything Fan of Knives related. Rogue AoE and Trial of the Crusader. This specifically talks about weapon choices and a multi-target damage opportunities on each of these bosses. And yeah, that's probably what you want to read about. Yeah, I've been starting to doing some reading up, learning on the Icecrown stuff because, well, I mean, the little bit of learning I've done so far indicates to me that Icecrown Citadel is going to be very difficult. You know, this is another, like, at least Ulduar tier level of difficulty raid. Probably harder, I don't know yet, but, like, we've got another difficult raid in store. Which really is not something I'm a big fan of. I think making the raids easier and more accessible is better. But we shall see. We shall see. That's coming in the future.
Talk to me.
Darkshire. On the way. To get the, Fiery Warhorse. Yeah, predictions up for Fiery Warhorse. Which Nintendo game? I think it was Super Mario's playing right now. Yeah, Super Mario Mix. I need to get some new video game soundtracks. So if you've got some suggestions, I'd be happy to hear them. We're looking for really, like, kind of obscure old games that just have, like, good soundtracks on them. The problem with the, like, more mainstream games like Final Fantasy or whatever, if I put Final Fantasy music on here, that's gonna get a copyright, you know, claim on YouTube when I re-upload the VOD. Stuff like Gex Enter the Gecko, you know? I don't know if that soundtrack is good, but that's like the level of obscurity we're looking for. Alfred Chicken. I have no idea what that game even is. I'm gonna look at it on the other monitor in case this is a trap. Alfred Chicken is a platform video game developed by Twilight and published by Mindscape. Came out on Game Boy, NES, Super NES in 1993 and 94. Huh. Okay. Well, I'll write that down. Alfred's Chicken. Also, Glover. Alright, I'll write that down too. Check it out later. There's an anime movie that has a really good soundtrack called Redline. It's like it's about like some like weird racing circuit, some like thing, whatever. But it has a really good soundtrack. But I really like the movie. But I'm pretty sure, you know, if I dip into that territory of music, that's definitely going to get a copyright strike on YouTube, which is just annoying to fucking deal with. Or, sorry, not a copyright strike. Usually it's a copyright claim, and then I have to go and I have to just disable the music, and then that makes the VOD quality worse. Okay, I have to wait for someone to open this for me on account of, I literally don't have, lock picking. Look at this guy, though. Titan Steel Spellblade. Fell Striker. Hell yeah. That's what we're about.
How are you?
Okay, vendor. Oh, someone opened the door. Let's go. Get in raid. Get in Karazhan. Okay. Alright, get into stealth. Do. Okay, we'll pre-pot indestructible again. Let's switch to mighty. Yeah, let's switch to mighty fortitude also. Okay. Pre-pot. There we go. Literally can't spend all of my stuff. Trying to keep up exposed armor on both of them. I think that'll lead to better blade flurry damage. Cloak. So his health is going to get chunked based on how much damage I dealt him in the first phase. So dealing big throughput there helps make this phase easier. Little ghostly strike. Okay. Big rupture. No, we got intangible presence and I don't have Cloak of Shadows to remove it. Oh, whatever. The boss is dead. Doesn't even matter. Easy kill. Easy kill, easy kill, easy kill. Okay. Easy kill, but is it an easy mount? Are we finally getting a mount other than the goddamn Black War Ram? We actually have the Alliance Steed, but that one's also, I mean, admittedly kind of lame. It was cool like week 1, and then everyone had it, and then it wasn't cool anymore. Alright. Close submission. Unlucky, guys. We'll get a mount next week for sure. Sure do have a lot of Badge of Justice on this character. I'm up to 118. Just off of doing Karazhan and Magister's Terrace every week. Oh no, we get some badges also when we do Tempest Keep. Have you gotten any bindings yet? Yeah, I have one binding on each of 3 different characters. So this is one of them. Simon 2. As soon as this Hearthstone is done, we're gonna go to Molten Core. That's the next target here. I mean, I have 3 characters that have 1 binding each. I have 0 characters that have 2 bindings, and you know, it takes 2 bindings to make a Thunder Fury. This Wasn't Taken is asking, what's the deal with Spellblade and Fell Striker? These weapons are particularly good at dealing damage with Fan of Knives. Spellblade is just the best Fan of Knives weapon in the entire game. If you care about Fan of Knives damage, this is very good. The physical damage from Fan of Knives. Fell Striker is particularly good when you combine it with the Assassination talent focused attacks. And you're doing Fan of Knives to a large number of enemies. Because it gives you a lot of chances to trigger the Fell Striker. And then, like, you can have the buff up a very high percentage of the time. Makes all your attacks crit. All your attacks return energy. And you end up just pressing Fan of Knives every single global cooldown. Which is great. That's very good. But, you know, for that to really pop off and happen, you have to have a large number of enemies, like 10, 12, 15 enemies, to give yourself good odds to be triggering the Fell Striker. Alright, Hearthstone out of here. Let's see, we have the left half, that comes from Baron Geddon. So we want to go for Will Gar Binding Drop. That's what we're looking for here. Oh, we gotta buy more snow plums. Can't forget. There we go. Sell this, sell that, sell that, sell the tiger leather, sell Theckel's grasp. Alright, send mail. Blasted boy. 2 more. Wait, wait, when did I get an Orb of Deception? Chat. You gotta tell me when things like this happen. This definitely wasn't in my inventory before. I just looted it. What on earth? That was in ZG? Oh my god, and you guys didn't even tell me. Okay, fine. Well, whatever. I'm not sure what it's worth. But we're about to lose, I don't know, probably a couple thousand gold when we have to buy 100 Arcanite and 9 more Elementium ore after we get this second Thunder Fury binding. You know what I mean? Or we'll just do a Blackwing Lair with Elementium ore reserved. That seems like a better strategy. Because, like, it only takes 3 rogues. You literally don't need tanks or healers. You just need 3 rogues and you can get through Blackwing Lair and kill all the mobs. Alright. The Molten Core we go. To finish Thunder Fury. To get the other binding. Glitch says you're ready for ICC already. Well, you're what? You like have all the gear you need on your rogue already? Your main character? Is that what you're saying? That makes you ready? Did you do hours and hours of homework researching the new boss strategies so, you know, you can actually clear it? No, you're just tired of TOGC. Okay, I respect that. That's also a way to be ready for Ice Crown Citadel. Okay, so we've got 5 binding bosses to kill. On 3 characters, we're killing 1 boss each, because they already have 1 binding. And then on the 4th character, we're killing both of the bosses, because that character has no bindings already. Yeah, turns out the thing that was like... I feel like everyone was clamoring for like, oh my god, the old raids, they were so difficult. Oh my god, like, you know, when it was classic, people were like, oh, you know, Molten Core is easy. When Blackwing Lair comes out, you know, that's gonna, you know, disband some guilds. And then like Blackwing Lair was easy, and then they were saying, yeah, but you know, AQ is a whole other level. When AQ comes out, you know, you're not gonna be able to handle it. If your guild's casual, you're not gonna be able to clear it. And then AQ came out and it was like, it was easy. And then Nax Ramus came out and everyone said the exact same thing. And then it was like slightly kind of difficult, but not really. It was mostly easy. Wait, fuck. Oh, never mind. No, this is the right way. Never mind. I thought I had turned the wrong way. I was distracted telling my story. And then like everyone had this idea of like, oh my god, you know, old Nax Ramus was so difficult. This is the real raid. This is what's difficult, and wanted to be like, yeah, we can kill old Nax Ramus. And it's like, you don't actually want difficulty in this game. I think a very small percentage of the population actually want incredibly difficult raiding content. And, you know, it's no surprise that when, you know, the first tier in all, you know, Classic came out that was actually difficult, people fucking bailed. Like pre-nerf TK and SSC, you know, in TBC. And like, people fucking bailed. And then Ulduar comes out in Wrath of the Lich King, and holy shit. People abandon ship and go back to Classic era. Because turns out, you know, hyper difficult raid content doesn't appeal to that many people. Yeah, the Ulduar phase was like 5 months long also. That was kind of yikes. Like, the formula of just, like, easy content, fun raids, you know, it worked for all of Classic. It worked for most of TBC. They did a little hiccup with making, you know, Vosh and Kael'thas a little too difficult, but it pretty much worked. It's like, it's not necessary to have, like, you know, the best gear locked behind hyper difficult content that, you know, less than half the player base can even clear. You know, that doesn't make the game good. In my opinion. Yeah, this is a unironically true you think you do but you don't situation, Bonesight. That's exactly right. You think you want super difficult raids, but you don't really. Excited for Kata at all? No. No. Gearing gets even more complicated with adding reforging to the game. As far as I'm aware, the raid bosses are as complicated or more complicated and difficult than they are now. And those are 2 major negative things, if you ask me. You know, like, already, like, it's already at the point in, like, the gearing complication of, like, someone comes in and asks, like, when do I break my tier 8 2-piece? And it's like, I can't give them a straight answer, because it's so goddamn complicated. It's like, okay, which pieces of tier 8 are you using? which pieces of tier 9 are you potentially replacing with? Are you talking about the 232 eye level tier 9, the 245 eye level tier 9, the 258 eye level tier 9? Do you have soul devouring cinch? Do you have, you know, solar bindings? Do you have alternatives for those slots that don't have expertise on them? Do you have like acid maw boots, or do you have like some other boot that has expertise, or do you have one that doesn't have expertise? Like, there's so many. If this, then that, then like it's a little upgrade, or if you have this combination, it's a big upgrade. And it's like, you can't just make a list that's like, here's the best glove, here's the second best glove, here's the third best glove. And it's so difficult. And then like when you do try to make like slightly generalized recommendations, when I do try to do that, then the problem is someone comes up and was like, you made this general recommendation, but I simmed my exact unique situation and got a different result. What's up with your recommendation? It's wrong. You can't win. And it's like, you know, and then it's like, oh, well, what gem do you put in? And it's like, you know, how do you, and when we go to Cataclysm, then it's like, you add the option of like 6 different ways to reforge every single piece of gear. Get me out. I'm going back to Classic Era. Classic Era is fun. Oh, fuck. How am I gonna pull this boss? Hang on. There we go. He's eating some of my buffs. I have to refresh them. Dude, okay, like, I was a anti, oh, no LFR. Oh, I read that at first and I thought, dungeon, looking for dungeon. The random dungeon finder I wanted to talk about. It's like, admittedly, I was like a anti-random dungeon finder guy to, begin with. I was happy that it wasn't in the game. Oh, wait, shit, hang on. We're kind of dying here. Shit, this might be close. Hang on. I'll talk about Dungeon Finder later. We're trying to make it to 8 more seconds. 6, 5. We'll have this healing potion here soon. Ghostly Strike. Healing potion. Okay, we're good now. We're good. Oh, probably good. Actually, we're not even that far ahead. Redo buff. Come on. Come on, boss. Come on. Never didn't have it. Never didn't have it. Yeah, I was like, I don't want the whole game to just be like, queue up, join some randos. Like, to me, putting a little bit of effort into talking to someone and joining their group was like a good thing. And like automating the dungeon finding process to the point where like you literally don't need to say a word to anyone else in your group seemed like an L to me. And like I still think that's generally an L, but like Blizzard justified this by, like, it not being, like, their vision for Classic, or, like, part of the Classic, you know, experience or whatever. And then they went and they added the WoW token to Classic. The fact that they added the WoW token, but cannot be fucking asked to add random dungeon finder, and their justification for not adding random dungeon finder is that it's against the, like, the spirit of Classic, is a complete joke. Like, at this point, like, come on. Okay. Now, what we need to do is loot this Gar binding. Okay? Circlet of Prophecy. I'm feeling it. This week, it might not be this character, but we're definitely getting a Thunder Fury this week. Which is what I say every single week. But, I'm feeling it. I'm hype. I'm hype. We're gonna get it. We're for sure. Lava Core, Brutality Blade, Deep Rock Salt, and there's another page of loot. We've only looted 2 epics. There can be a 3rd epic on here, or it's just gonna be some bullshit like Elemental Earth. Helm of Might. Okay. Okay, not this character. It's not this character, but it can be the next. Okay? Moly. We'll go Simon 3 next. Simon 3 is the character that does not have any bindings yet. Simon Bank can have this, and that stuff gets vendored. Okay, and we log out in Molten Core. Unlucky on the Gar binding. Yeah, my thing with the WoW token is, like, it's just the clearest sign that Blizzard has completely given up fighting against real money transaction. Like, for the longest time, like, doing real money transaction was against the terms of service. And, like, you would guess it's against the terms of service because it's believed to be unhealthy for the game. And it's like, it's one thing to have it be against the rules and just, like, lack enforcement for it. But when you completely flip the script and be like, not only is real money transaction no longer against the rules, we're literally going to offer you real money transaction as the company producing the game. That's where, like, you just can't have any credibility anymore. Because, like, you go from, you know, point 1 where, like, it's officially against the rules, to point 2 where you're now offering that thing that you said was against the rules before. You know? Completely credibility evaporated. Look at this one. Fiery Warhorse and Swift Razashi Raptor. Hell yeah. Okay, I think we have to change our talent. Yeah, okay. I had a subtlety talent spec because I did an Ulduar 10-man where I had to soak Big Bang. So we had to do a subtlety spec for that. You can do that on a rogue pretty easily. You go like this. I have some videos about it on YouTube. And there's Discord posts, so I'll just go over it real quick here. Like this, and then in subtlety, like this. You take the important ones are Sleight of Hand, for surviving Big Bang, that is. Sleight of Hand, Enveloping Shadows, Cheat Death, and then you use Glyph of Cloak of Shadows also. So then between Glyph of Cloak of Shadows, 40% reduction. This talent, it says it only improves the threat reduction. It also improves the damage reduction. This makes Feint be a 60% AoE damage reduction. And then here's another 30% AoE damage reduction. All those things together, you should just be able to survive Big Bang. Like, Big Bang comes up, you press Feint, you press Cloak, you just live it. And the reason you still have Cheat Death is because, like, well, if anything goes wrong, even a little bit, and maybe you don't live it from those things, then you still got the, like, guaranteed survival from cheat death. So I call that the super safe Algalon soaking build. And it's like, man, when your team is relying on you to soak Big Bang, and it's literally a wipe if you fuck up, it's like, yeah, you better have some insurance built into your plan, you know? Some backups. You don't want it to be a situation where it's like, you have to be full health, you have to get a priest shield, you have to not get arcane blasted by a living constellation, because, like, if you don't do all three of those things perfectly, then you die in the group wipes. It's like, fuck off with that bullshit. Just put a build like this. This sacrifices, like, a little bit of damage compared to, like, a riskier build. It's like, just get the Big Bang taken care of if that's what the group's relying on you to do. That's what I say. But right now, we don't give a shit about that, because we're gonna go and solo Baron Geddon and Gar. Which, you know, requires none of that. It requires a vastly different talent setup. Like this, and like this. This one too. A little bit of that, some of those. Right here. Wait. Never mind, we don't need that talent. This is a giga talent. This is so good for soloing. You don't take this in a raid setting, because, like, you don't normally dodge a lot of attacks in a raid setting, because stuff isn't normally attacking you. But when you're soloing, this talent is out of control. It is so good. And then we have 4 left for Prey on the Week. Perfect. Alright, and we go to my slot. Hemos solo sub-spec, okay? Import this for all my key bindings. I like this add-on. Really easy to just change up all my key bindings whenever I want to. We gotta hit up a mailbox before we go to the flight point. We gotta get all the consumables here we're missing. And this is my character. I got mace on this character. Remorseless, so my, like, normal rating build. 1 point close quarters combat, 5 point mace specialization. Very good. Running the mace plus dagger set. Oh, wait, shit. My inventory is absolutely full now. Let's go to the bank. Let's clear up some inventory space. With some stuff we probably don't need to have in the inventory anymore. Conqueror's Terror Blade. Yeah, we don't need that. We might need that. Berserking Boot Blade. Probably don't need that very often. Godbane Signet. That could probably just be vendored at this point. Brand's Sealing Ring. Probably never equipping that. Loop of the Agile. Not happening with these when... Wait, Band of the... Shouldn't this be Signet Ring right here? And not Band of Lights? Yeah, okay, let's go there. This is probably not happening anytime soon. Magnetized P-Emitter. Lionhead Slasher can go in the bank. I don't have the corresponding main hand to match with that. Heroism card. Probably don't need that. Footpads of Silence. Fang of Oblivion with life. Okay. Decapitator. That's a fun meme item, so we'll keep that. Berserking Masticator. Definitely don't need that one. Some of these items are goddamn ancient. Flight Goggies, don't need those anymore. Alright, now we have a little bit of inventory room. And the bank is full. You forgot Parry? No. This is the raiding build that's here. This is the soloing build. We have Parry, we have Repost. We don't want the parry talents in the raiding build. see. Let's move stuff around a little bit. We can do that while we're in flight. Gear is repaired enough. Put that over there. I'm trying to put all my consumables in one spot.
Well met. See you soon.
So that it's easy for me to mail them to the next character. When we get to that point. There, and this, and this, and this. And this can go over here. The General's Heart. Yeah, that can go over there. We don't need 2 of those. We do need this over here. Okay, that's all 10 consumable items. Okay, let's go put my tailoring stuff over in this bag. That can all be next to each other. Then these items can go like that. And it's like, we're good. There. Jay Tolo, well, good luck in your binding runs. Are you doing just one character, or are you doing a lot of characters? Do-do-do. 3 tunes real quick. Yeah, of course. Real quick. Easy Thunder Fury. You got any bindings yet? Or are you doing, you hoping for your first? One Baron binding. Okay, okay. That's something. Oh, I should put prediction up. We'll go for getting... We'll get in binding drop. We'll go get in first. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Yeah, I like Dismount. This is the only character I have Fiery Warhorse on. But it's a pretty cool one, I think. There we go. Oof. Okay. Oof. Little bit of fall damage. It's okay, though. We made it.
Farewell.
We're in? The Molten Core. Okay, buff up. In case we aggro something we have to fight, we want to be buffed up already. And we'll use... I mean... Should we go all the way down to a goddamn Masticator when we could be using a Remorseless? Just for the Life Ward enchant? I mean, I guess so. But we'll keep the Berserking Deadly Poison Blade Twister. Golem Shard Sticker is kind of doo-doo. 1.5 or 1.5 speed? Oh, then we should repoison this. Oh, do I have a... Wait. I have a Life Ward Dragon on this character. I could be using that. But it's in the bank. And I forgot about it. And I forgot about it last week also. This character actually has 2 dragons, so... We could definitely be using a Life Ward Dragon when we do these solos. Make them a little easier by having a much better weapon. Have a Berserking Dragon right here, 207 DPS. Yeah, let that guy pass. No problem. A little sprint. Okay, we should be good here. Between those two. Between here. Okay. Trying to avoid, keep an eye out for where all the patrolling dogs are. Just use your Jeeves? No, dude, I literally don't have maxed out engineering skill on any of my characters. I looked at the mats for Jeeves, and I was like, man, I'd have to deploy like 90 repair bots. Or like, I don't know, it was some absurd number of repair bots on one character before crafting Jeeves would be a good idea to like break even on the cost. And that's not counting the utility of the bank access, but like it's definitely a money L. Crafting Jeeves. You're not gonna do that many repair bots for the remainder of the game. Or retrieve a GSD from your bank one time. Also that, yeah. Alright, where's the lava surger? Hello? Okay, there it is. We gotta fight this guy. And he's dead. And my health is basically full already, so we're just gonna get in position and be ready as soon as Baron Geddon shows up. Okay. Yeah, but it's like, I don't want to level up engineering 9 more times on 3 different characters, and then, you know, spend 1,000 gold each crafting a Jeeves or whatever. That's just like, that's not worth it. Okay, where the F is this boss? Hello, Baron Geddon? Let me check my raid info and see what raids I'm already saved to. When did I do this boss this week? I literally Guys. Wait, he's here. But I have a save to Molten Core already. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine, you guys. I was sure I didn't do this raid yet this week. Okay, like, come on.
Run out.
Wonder why it displayed a raid save, even though I haven't killed a boss in here yet.
Run out. Run out.
Oh, I'm effed. This is gonna bounce me in the air. I don't have a damage reduction up for it. Big damage taken.
Run out.
That one I have Feint active for. Good.
Run out.
There we go. That time we Cloak of Shadows and Bandage. Easy peasy. Wait, that Feint was early. Wait, I just pressed Feint, like, out of habit. I screwed myself. That was just like, there was no actual reason for me to press Feint there. And then I didn't have it when I actually needed it. And now, I'm slightly in trouble. Because, like, our health is kind of low. Get away, get away, get away, get away. Don't die, don't die. We don't have a potion. Oh, wait, that's the final service for Ragnaros explosion thing. Okay, okay, we did it. We did it. You get an ID when you enter, but are not saved to it till you kill a boss. Okay, that makes sense, Tyr, yeah. That would make sense. Okay, prediction. Nice, 19% believers. That's way above average on the number of points. I know how you guys love losing all your channel points, so glad I could continue to provide that opportunity for you guys. Cenarian's Balders, okay. Heart of Fire, Elemental Fire, Seal of the Archmagus, my favorite ring. I have 5 of those rings on my Death Knight. Unlucky. Okay, no binding. No binding. Don't worry, guys. We'll just get Gar binding. Gar binding. There we go. Okay. Okay, I will be right back. I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break. Then we'll go kill Gar. And we got 2 more characters to run in here. Also, Death Knight as well as the main rogue. But I gotta be right back. Okay. Headphones back in. There we go. Okay. Okay. We're back in action. Let's go. Savory Snow Plum. Get some health here. I should probably archive all the Diablo 4 channels on the Discord. Diablo 4 was cool for a while until everyone figured out that the game sucks. Now my bot is still saying that we've got Diablo 4 resources on the Discord, which we do. But it's like, let's be real about what's relevant and what's not. Okay, we healed up. So we'll go through this way. Dog over there. It's fine. Skip it. Why do you think it sucks? Oh, well, there's a lot of reasons. I'm glad you asked, Foe. Diablo 4 sucks because it requires over 450 individual mouse clicks to fully change your Paragon board, and there's no save or load Paragon configuration functionality in the game. That just sucks. That's stupid. The game lags whenever you load another player, like when another player comes onto your screen. So you have fast-paced PvP where you can kill or be killed in like 2 seconds, which is actually kind of fun to do, except that the game will constantly stutter and lag whenever it encounters another player, and is discovered that the reason that one of the main contributors to why this is happening is because whenever the game encounters another player, your client loads every single item in that other player's stash. Who knows why it does that, but it does. And that, they're gonna struggle to have a good performance on their game while that remains true. Wait, did I already use both of my Blade Flurries? Wait, what the frick? Oh, nope. I put the wrong glyphs in. Or I didn't change my glyphs. I had to respec this character. I didn't change the glyphs. Okay, it's fine, though. It is actually totally fine. We're gonna be okay. Chat, we're gonna be fine. Don't worry, we're definitely not dying. We might die. I changed my mind. We're probably dying. The additional Firesworns did not get killed fast enough because I didn't have a second Blade Flurry. I pressed faint for no reason. I was just panicking. Okay, now we just need a lot of repost triggers and a large number of lucky dodges to make it 25 more seconds without dying. Never mind, we're vanishing. Okay, so that's why getting the right glyphs is important. Okay, so I'm gonna log out, buy the correct glyphs, mail them to Simon 3, then log back into Simon 3, open my portable mailbox, acquire the correct glyphs, and then do the boss. Fuck. We need a Fan of Knives glyph, we need an evasion glyph, we need a preparation glyph. I forgot, I fixed the talents, and I did not fix the glyphs. Look at this, I got Moonshroud. I'm saving up Moonshroud from all my tailors. I'll sell the Spellcloth and I'll sell the Ebon Weave each week that I make it, but I'm told that when Icecrown Citadel comes out, one of the really good crafted cloth items is it takes a lot of Moonshroud, so like Moonshroud's likely to spike in price. Preparation glyph. Novlock says it's finally over. Did you finish your insane grind? Is that what's over? I mean, I'm just guessing. Preparation and evasion. I am insane. Okay, have you repaired your goblin reputation, or are they still gonna kill you when you try to get ZG buff? Which is a thing you definitely still do in Wrath of the Lich King, of course, obviously. They are all exalted? Okay. Congratulations. Okay, deploy a little mailbox. Loot some glyphs. Yep, all of those glyphs suck. Actually, Glyph of Faint was unironically good on Baron Geddon. Just not really what we were trying to do. There we go. We've got to redo a bunch of buffs, because Gar dispelled them all. And eat up some food. Look at me. Just sitting in my nice little corner of Molten Core, eating my savory snow plums. Next to... I don't know how you explain away how you can, like, have a mailbox that appears anywhere and can basically teleport through items through the universe to wherever you want to be. I don't know how that gets explained, but it clearly needs a cooling system, and it's got one. It's got a fan right there. Okay, round 2 on Gar Binding. Pre-pot indestructible. Shoot the dude. He took my Mark of the Wild buff, so we'll refresh that. More Blade Flurry, more Evasion. Slice Refresh. Down to just me and Gar now. Nice. Got rid of all the little stupid ads. And we're still full health. Alright, Evasion faded, hit my first Ghostly Strike. Put up the Expose Armor. Oh, we got a Repost trigger. Okay. What do we lose now? Oh, we've lost a lot of stuff. I wasn't paying attention. There we go. Now we have all the buffs again. Another Ghostly Strike, Rupture. Those buffs are important because they greatly increase our dodge chance, which has a big impact on our survivability. We gotta keep refreshing them. This boss is super annoying how he dispels them all the time. But it's fine. You see, look at the difference between doing it with the proper glyphs and doing it with the not proper glyphs. This is how you get a binding. Okay, will Gar binding drop? The only thing that's dropped is our believer percentage down to only 7%. Oh, okay, now it's even okay, guys. I understand some of you are losing faith. After I've told you that we're getting Thunder Fury next week every week for like 3 months. I understand, but I need you to stay. Whoa. 69%. That's when we close the predictions. Good old 69% doubters. Let's go. Core of Earth, Essence of Earth, Deep Rock Salt, Lava Core, Circlet of Prophecy, Drill Bore Discs, and Obsidian Edged Blade. That vendors for... Oh, we can't even loot it because my inventory is full. Not exactly how we drew it up. You know what I'm saying? Let's get rid of the burning pitch. Is this even... Why? There. Now it lets me delete it. Oh, okay. Not exactly what we were thinking of. But that's okay. We'll just go to my main and we'll get cool, fun things on my main. Okay, Simonize show next. Gar binding drop? Unlucky. We should do an Onyxia pug on my main with the heal over time trinket also. That would definitely be good. Or try to hard reserve the heal over time trinket, I mean. Vendor. Vendor that. Get rid of this also. Drill borer disc. I think that's all the stuff. Okay. Good. This goes to Simon Bank. There we go. Now we're on Simonize show. What's your plan for that trinket? What trinket? Which trinket are you talking about, Lewin? Oh, the trinket I was just... Yeah, duh. The trinket I was just talking about. It makes soloing things way, 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 way easier. I'm thinking that, like, if I get the healing trinket, I might be able to, like, solo Gar without having to respec. Because it's so much healing on your character. In fact, we could... I mean, let me see if... Is there a group going right now? Onyxia 25. Okay, there's someone who has 3 people in their group. So basically, there are not any Onyxia groups that are anywhere near firing right now. Yeah, okay. We're just going to Molten Core. Finish off our binding. We'll have to do a quick little respec. That's fine. Wow, I have some dog shit items in this character's inventory. The HP 5 trinket on Onyxia is Shiny Shard of the Flame. There's one that restores mana and there's one that restores health. Obviously, we want the one that restores health. And it's like 500 health every 5 seconds. So it's just a kind of ridiculous amount of health. Do I have adrenaline? Close armor. Yeah, okay, I have literally none of the glyphs, so I have to buy them again. Fan of Knives I probably have. Preparation. Evasion. Do I have a Fan of Knives? Yes. Yeah, like, of all the trinkets you could wear for, like, mitigating damage or healing yourself or something, like, all the non-offensive trinkets that you might consider wearing while soloing stuff, I'm pretty sure the HP 5 trinket from Onyxia just blows everything else out of the water. Like, it's not close. I did pick up the General's Heart, just because literally no one else wanted it. I thought I might try that out in Karazhan or something. You know, minus 205 damage from each attack just makes you invulnerable for 10 seconds, basically. Which seems good. Like, maybe you do one pull with evasion on, and then you do the next pull with this, while evasion's on cooldown.
How are ya?
We should respec this talent spec. Do Blade Flurry build, unlearn, yes. We're literally respecking just to kill Gar. 2 talent swaps per week just to kill Gar. Oh, I forgot this. There. We go here. Wait. There. Also, not that. Yep. That's what we want. Glyphs. Evasion. Preparation. Fan of Knives. Perfect. And soloing spec. Import new keybinds. Wonderful. Good to go. Life Ward Masticator and Life Ward Bootblade. Perfection. We could probably do... I don't think it really matters. I think we stay with Comet's Trail. Broken Beast Legs, we actually want to switch off for Cunning Deception. Broken Beast Legs are good for single target damage. They're not really good for AoE damage. Well, I guess we do a little bit of both. I'm gonna opt for the Cunning Deception. It's not gonna matter either way. We're gonna kill the boss easily because this is my most geared rogue. I mean, if I go back to these, we got... Wait, hang on. And just like my normal setup, 5671. This is a very high gear character. And we take a couple little downgrades to get those Life Ward enchants there. Okay, that should be good. We're gonna need that macro. And we're gonna need to put up a prediction for the Gar binding. We have Geddon binding on this character, the left half of Thundaron's Eternal Prison. But we don't have the right half yet. Got a big Varisa's Dexterity right here. Very nice. 2 pieces of Tier, 258. Still on Soul Devouring Cinch and Solar Bindings, which are kind of locking up our expertise. We need to get Bracers of Dark Determination and or Belt of the Merciless Killer. To free up some expertise to be able to wear the rest of the tier armor. I actually think we only need to replace one of these two to be able to wear the tier. Yeah, that's correct. But then, like, the true best in slot involves replacing both of those. But until we replace at least one of them, we're locked out of the... We can't, you know, like, it's bad for us to get the full tier set. Playing on super geared characters is always more fun than, like, mid-gear characters, you know? I mean, it's way more fun to do way more damage, you know? It's very simple. You know, like, I'm trying to get my Death Knight to that point where, like, people stop making fun of me for being Frost Spec because I'm at the top of the meter. You know what I mean? Right? Like, it's hard to make fun of someone for being Frost Spec because, you know, if they're at the top of the meter. But it's really easy to make fun of someone or be like, fuck you, Simonize your shitty Death Knight. If that character's at, like, middle of the meter or bottom of the meter.
We will have
What the?
justice.
Wait.
Glory to the Sindori. Shirelaran.
What, am I not? Why is this macro not working? Hmm.
Elore Delanar. The reckoning is at hand.
Wait, I used this macro to put myself in a raid group. And it worked for my other characters, like, literally a moment ago.
Our enemies will fall.
But now it's not working.
Keep the wits about you.
What the hell happened? What exclusive mounts have you got so far besides the Raven Lord? I have Swift White Hawkstrider on my main. I have Fiery Warhorse on an alt. I have Raptor Mount on an alt. What else do I have? Mimiron's Head. This is just the achievement mount for Ulduar. Amani Warbear is nice. I like this one. This one's kind of easy to get now, but I got it in TBC when it was actually hard to get, you know what I mean? Oh, maybe it's not working because I'm in the group finder. Wait, let me delist. Now it works. Okay.
Eternal sun guides us.
Kishka TV. You may have had a copy of this macro that invites some other character name, but what character name it invites has nothing to do with the functionality of the macro. Okay? You can put in whatever goddamn character name you want. I just put in Neo because he's the one. But that, like, whether it invites a character called Neo or a character called Period or a character called C, that has nothing to do with the functionality of the macro. There. And this one. Okay. Put a couple poisons on. And we'll get this taken care of. Walk out of here with our Thunder Fury on my main character. Oh, the music's kind of quiet, actually. Let me bump up the music for you guys. You can hear it a little better. There we go. Waiting. Sprinting. Dog positions. How do we get past these? Can we split in between them without aggroing? I think so. Yes. Okay. Nice. Nice. Are you pre-farming the bindings for transmog when Kata comes out? Fuck Cataclysm. I'm just getting the best sword in the game. That's all I'm doing. Good suggestion, Jags. You're actually right. You're actually right. Even though Neo is the one, the macro works way better when it attempts to invite Twitch Prime. That's a very you're 100% right, Jags. These dudes are not... Okay, bro. Still have the second evasion. I have a ghostly strike up right now though, so I'm chilling. Now I do my evasion. Okay, we lost Mark of the Wild. Go. Ghostly strike again. Eventually, we're going to be able to come in here and kill this boss without having to respec. That's really the dream. But my gear is not good enough for that yet. We tried that like 2 weeks ago, and it was not close. This is probably like an Ice Crown Citadel gear level type of situation if I'm going to solo this without having to respec. The talent spec gives you so much more power in a solo situation. With this gear, I'm at 55-75, but in my, like, regular rating gear, I'm at 56-71. Quite good. Okay. Corpse of Gar. Did I miss the... No, the prediction's up right now. You can doubt right now if you want to. Look, prediction is open. I haven't even ended the submissions yet. Okay, but I am about to end the submissions. Okay, ending in 5, 4, 3. Imagine doubting when Simon's about to get a Thunder Fury. 2, 1. That would be kind of weird. Okay, the doubters have staked their position out. They're just Thunder Fury haters right here. Okay, Lava Core, Cenarian Elm, Gutgore Ripper. That never mind. Not quite. That's didn't go as planned. But you know, that just happens sometimes. You know, sometimes the game's bugged. Don't worry, we go again. We got one more character to run through here. We could, technically, I'm pretty sure I could solo this on the Warlock also, but I just don't care enough to learn how to do that on the Warlock. I don't like this character, so screw it. But Death Knight, looking kind of thick if you ask me. Looking kind of thick. We go, this guy has one binding also. But he already has the Gar binding. He needs the Geddon binding. So prediction is up for the Geddon binding on Death Knight. Look at this. We replaced our shitty Belt of the Titans. Oh, wait, hang on. I have an empty gem socket on this. I have to get someone to craft a bunch of bold cardinal rubies. I have 10 cardinal rubies. I gotta turn them into bold cardinal rubies. If only you knew a jewel crafter with those cuts. Can you do those? Would you please do those for me, O Rain? I know you can do them. Oh shit, O-Rain, log it in. Cut my Death Knight, some bold cardinal rubies, so I can be even stronger. That's pretty hype. Different layer, unlucky. Imagine not spawning in on Simonized layer. So here's the basically the hunter belt. I guess it's probably good for like enhanced shaman's true or something, but it's also really good for me. So now I have 2 pieces of griefer gear. Okay, you know, I've got leather gloves and I've got mail belt, and the rest of my, you know, plate armor is plate. You know, we got Caress. This could use a big upgrade. Probably my weakest slots now are Cloak, Offhand, and this ring. I mean, those are all my 225 item level slots remaining. The trinkets don't really count, like Greatness is just second bis. Alright, thank you, O-Rain, for cutting the gems. Now I can be fully powered with my hunter belt. $245 PvP cloaks. I mean, what I've found is that, like, the PvP items in general are a lot worse than PvE items. Like, it's not, this is a 225 ring. This is a DPS downgrade. Before, when I was using Favor of the Dragon Queen, an Agility 226 item level necklace, this was a downgrade. Okay? In, like, performance, not gear score. But, you know, I'm trying to make this character not be a fucking joke. So, I've eliminated all of the items that are, like, performance downgrades, but just happen to be, like, gear score upgrades. It's nice you already have Runestone. Let me tell you about the story of how I acquired Mjolnir Runestone. Once upon a time, last week, I was looking for group chat, and there was someone hosting an Ulduar 10-man all hard modes GDKP. So I joined it. I was like, this is about to be good content. And you know what? I was not wrong. Okay? I'll drop group if you don't want loot. No, wait, hang on. I'll set it to free-for-all. Easy peasy.
Be good.
So, I joined the group, right? And, we wiped multiple times. See, we wiped on Flame Leviathan, and then I believe we wiped on XT Deconstructor. We had wiped multiple times before getting to Algalon. I suggested to the group that we not even try Algalon. They agreed. We moved along. We can't remember if we beat Hodir before the timer or not. We killed Thorim first try. That was kind of insane. Mjolnir Runestone dropped. There was a Feral Druid bidding against me. I bid up to 7,500 gold. The Feral Druid passed. Then we went to Freya. Wiped on Freya once. Then the Feral Druid left the raid. And then we moved along to Yogg-Saron, which we were unable to... we can't go to Yogg-Saron yet. We have to go to General Vizax and kill General Vizax in normal mode, because we were unable to defeat General Vizax in hard mode even after 2 attempts, because the healers were running out of mana. I believe there was like a special glyph or librum that the Paladin was supposed to use, the Paladin tank, that they were not using, that I found out after the fact. But anyways, we failed to defeat General Vizax after multiple attempts in hard mode, so no shot at Drape of the Faceless General for me. And then we went on to Yogg-Saron, where apparently most of the people in that raid really enjoyed sniffing fart clouds, so they were completely incapable of not wiping us in Phase 1. So we did multiple attempts of One Light Yogg-Saron that failed to even make it to Phase 2. I think one of them technically made it to Phase 2, but there were like multiple people dead already. So then we gave up on even killing Yogg 1 Light and had, excuse me, had to go to 4 Light. And then there was like, then after all the loot was done bidding out, the raid leader was like, 1 second, UI error, and then didn't say anything again, and their character stood completely still for about 8 minutes. And I put up a channel point prediction on whether or not the pot was about to get ninja'd. But turns out it didn't get ninja'd. The guy legitimately had a UI error, and legitimately came back and like gave us all our payouts after that. But it was kind of funny. Yeah. So that's the story of how I got Mjolnir Runestone. 7.5k, yes. And then that same week, I did another just like pop-up Ulduar 10-man on one of my rogue ults, the last rogue that didn't have it. Got it for minimum bid, 1,000 gold. No one else in the raid needed it. Easy clap. There we go.
Enemies will fall.
So yeah, I acquired 2 I mean, I think the funniest part was the Feral Druid leaving after losing the bid on Runestone. Like, what the fuck did he did he like expect to be able to get it for 6.5? Was his final bid that he like and then he went at 6.5. I was like 7.5 easy. And then he like lost the bid and then left like 5 minutes later. Like, what kind of expectation did this guy have? Although I knew I was not worried about him because I inspected that guy's gear prior to getting to Thorim. I was like, okay, who's bidding against me on Runestone? So I was looking at everyone's gear. I looked at the warrior's gear. He already had Runestone. Looked at the whatever other guy's gear. You know, already had Runestone. The one guy that was going to bid against me was the Feral Druid. So I looked at the Feral Druid's gear. Oh, wait, shit, hang on. I need to be in a thicker talent spec. I looked at the Feral Druid's gear. His helmet was not enchanted and didn't have any gems in it. Literally no meta gem, no regular gem. A couple other pieces of gear were unenchanted or didn't have gems or had rare quality gems instead of epic gems. And I'm like, all right, guys, I'm not worried about this guy outbidding me on anything. If he can't afford a helmet enchant, I'm just not worried about it. It's probably gonna be fine. And I was right. Wonder how much of this I could do in Frost. What if I just did Death Strikes in Frost instead of doing Obliterates in Frost? I'd probably do more DPS, but I'd have significantly less survivability. And by Frost, I don't mean Frost Presence, I mean Frost talent spec that I use for, you know, raiding and stuff. If I did that, I probably... See, like, I don't need a lot of power right now, but I do need a lot of, like, self-healing and sustainability power when I get to Baron Geddon, because I'm not really interested in, Oh, yeah, you're right. True. Presence is overrated. Just do it with none, actually. God, I hate that how... That's because whenever you respec, it removes your presence. And then you have to remember to put a new presence on after changing your talent spec. Fuck. Okay, whatever. Whatever. What I was saying was I'm gonna need a lot of sustainability and like self-healing and defense, because I just don't plan on doing any of the... Oh, what the fuck? I got too close to that guy. Oh my god. Gonna get a delay of game penalty here. Gonna use Icebound Fortitude to hopefully not get stunned by these guys. Little Heart Strike. Easy weak aura reminder. Yeah, but like... Nah. Look, we'll just get a Blood of the Mountain and sell it for 100 gold. Easy. There we go. Loot. And, loot. Okay, never mind. We didn't get that. We got only an Elemental Fire. Usually forget stuff like Presence and also Ninja Pull. Look. Listen. I don't normally have performance issues like this, okay? This is unusual, unexpected. Normally, we one-shot everything and top the damage meter all the time, okay? That's what normally happens. I did not get that guy. That's fine. We can pull him with the boss. It doesn't even matter. Yeah, I feel like there's some weak auras that are like legitimately useful, and like I have my own like weird standard of which ones what things I want reminders for, but like at a certain point I do not want to have a pop-up weak aura reminder for every single possible thing I could forget or like have to do. It's like at some point it's just excessive. Alright. Use the rock. Oh, the boots are bound incorrectly on this talent spec. Okay, we gotta get into the ideal position. Right here. Okay, he's doing Inferno, so we're gonna do Anti-magic shell.
Run out.
Oh, living bomb? That's totally fine. Not concerned about that. Ooh, I should probably move those DBM timers so I can actually see my health bar.
Run out.
Okay, we're doing Gift of the Naru on myself to survive this one. We'll just use one healing or defensive cooldown every time he does an Inferno, and then we should be pretty much good. And we're spamming our death strikes outside of that. And the Lava Surger will just eventually die to diseases. We don't have to worry about it. Inferno or Gauntlet? What do you mean Inferno or Gauntlet? Are you talking about the really old arcade game called Gauntlet? Dark Ages? I think it's called Dark Ages? Gauntlet something or other? I remember that game. But I don't know what you mean about Inferno. Is that the difficulty mode in Diablo 3? Is that what you're referencing?
Run out.
Oh, I should use Dancing Rune Weapon and Empower Rune Weapon. Those are good abilities.
Run out.
No, old school RuneScape thing's a real game? Okay, well, if you're not doing both Gauntlet and Inferno at the same time, you're kind of a noob.
Run out.
Look, I know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about old school RuneScape, okay? And it's like, come on, are you, like, literally you're not doing them at the same time? Like, get real. Okay. Here we are. Baron Geddon. One binding in the bag. One binding on the corpse right here. About to secure our first Thunder Fury. And only 11% of you, by the points, are believing. It's actually 5 to 6 on the people. So it's like almost a 50-50. Okay. Let's check it out. Essence of Fire. Heart of Fire. Elemental Fire. We always get those. They're always there. No big surprise. Fiery Core. Burning Pitch. Fellheart Shoulder Pads. Number 5. We'll add that to the bag of Baron Geddon loot right here. Okay. Okay, Fellheart Shoulder Pads. And Lawbringer Shoulders number 5 also. Unlucky. Next week we'll get Thunder Fury next week, guys, though. Don't worry. Next week, because next week we'll be able to kill the bosses 5 more times. And, like, we can't lose these 4% rolls forever, right? Like, eventually we have to win one, because we didn't win them so many times in a row. It just means we're going to win them next time. There's a no on the Geddon binding. Unlucky, no Geddon binding.